Here we go. I want to beat this game so damn bad. So we're playing it again. Round 4. Let's do it. What nickname was given to the 1920s decade? The Roaring 20s. All right. Easy money. Which is a shade of green? Emerald green. It's good. I'm glad we're not getting too many repeats here. Let's go art. Which of the following foods is also a style of dance? Salsa. Easy money. Easy money. Which brothers invented the airplane? The Wright brothers. Very good. Which founding father has a Broadway show named after him? Hamilton. Yep. Is the trend going to continue where we do very well on our first go around and then we just... Let's see. In the medical field, what does gastro indicate? Stomach. What is in the middle of the Canadian flag? Maple leaf. That's a repeat. I think that was our first repeat though, so that's not too bad. What are the names of the two villains in the movie Home Alone? Again, for the 900th time, I'm not a movie guy, but I'm pretty sure it's Harry and Marv. Oh! I had my eyes shut because I was so afraid to see. I'm going to have to look in the edit to see what it was. I didn't even see what it was. Oh. What is paper made mostly of? Trees. Easy money. Which of these rock bands is not from the UK? I think AC/DC is from Australia, aren't they? Yes. Okay. If I had to pick a favorite rock band, it would be AC/DC, so I knew that one. Which composer was born in Poland? Chopin. Yep. Easy. Easy money. All day. All day. I think this might be our first sports question. Which team won the FIFA World Cup 1994 in the US? I'm pretty sure it's Brazil. Yes. Okay. Which artist was most famous for his paintings of dancers? Degas. Yep. I'm an expert in that field. I know everything about painters and art. Science. What part of the human body is composed by a hammer, an anvil, and a stirrup? The ear. Yeah. Give me my medical degree now. Which of these was not Which of these was not an Italian Renaissance artist? Raphael. Okay. Who sang the famous lyric, "All You Need Is Love"? The Beatles. That's a repeat. And I did get it correct the first time. What sport do the Marquess of Queensberry rules apply to? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Still have plenty of lives. No worries. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat it today. This is the time. What art form uses a technique called lost wax? I'm assuming candle making. That's a trick question. Because candle making, wax, how is it not candle making? It's a trick question. Which of the following has the shortest wavelength? X-rays. I'm going to be honest. I'd like to think of myself as an intelligent person, but I have no clue what the hell wavelengths are. Which of these cities is twinned with Edinburgh, Scotland? Wellington, New Zealand. I don't know. Yep, sorry. What is pediculosis commonly known as? Head lice. Yeah. If you travel for... Okay, this is a repeat. It's 75. Let's go sports. What sport did Andy Murray play? Pretty sure it's tennis. Yes. Okay. All right. Who was locked in a chapel to finish their artwork? Michelangelo. What is the capital of India? New Delhi or Mumbai? I think it's New Delhi. Okay. All right. Geography. In which continent is Lake Victoria located? Africa. Yes. I was actually looking at some of those like Google Earth map mysteries yesterday, and one of them was close to Lake Victoria. I know I'm weird. I look at weird shit like that, but that's just what I do. And what continent is Benin located? Africa. Again, that's a repeat, but I got it right the first time. Might be the first time we've had the same answer back to back. What state is the birthplace to Elvis Presley? Mississippi. Yes, sir. How about science? Which food is naturally antibacterial and therefore will not spoil? Honey. We're doing pretty good here. We got 1,700 coins too. What biblical story is John Steinbeck's novel East of Eden loosely based on? It has to be Adam and Eve because they were in the Garden of Eden. Oh! Another trick question. Which U.S. state was first to grant female suffrage? New York, maybe? Wyoming? Really? Which of the following is truly an insect? Pillbug. Of course not. Of course not. Which of the following was a real epidemic in medieval times? The dancing plague. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's weird. Where can you find the green monster? Boston. It's the outfield wall at Fenway Park, where the Boston Red Sox play baseball. Which country has ownership of Easter Island? Oh, shit. I've had this question before, and I wanted to say it was Chile, but I think the answer was Peru. There was some question that I had answered in a previous video where I could have swore the answer was Chile, but it wasn't, and that's what I thought the question was, but I guess not. Where is the band Rammstein from? Germany. Rammstein, I don't know, whatever. I knew the answer. What city was divided in two after World War II? Berlin. Berlin Wall split it right in half. Well, maybe not directly in half, but it split it in two. Which of the following is a primary color? All of them. What was the first retail product sold using a barcode scanner? Chewing gum. That's a repeat. I guess cigarettes the first time. What was the name given to Japanese suicide pilots during the World War II? Kamikazes. Science. What connects the pharynx and the stomach? Esophagus. I can't pronounce them, but I got it right. In what country was Gustavo Adolfo Bécquer born? Sounds like a Colombian name. I got no idea. I don't know who that is. What cartoon has the characters Eric, Kyle, Stan, and Kenny? I know that one. South Park. I'm from Colorado. Of course I know South Park. Which country was part of the Axis powers during World War II? Japan. Let's go history. What was the first country Benito Mussolini invaded? Hungary. Ethiopia? Okay, I guess, Spain must have had some territory somewhere around there. I don't know. The hell did he want with Ethiopia? I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm curious now. What is the largest country in Africa? Algeria. What is the practice of feeding on blood called? Chupacabra or leeching? I'm gonna go with leeching. I don't know. Which of these fruits has the lowest pH? Apple? Oh. What powerful emperor did Marco Polo serve? Kublai Khan or Charlemagne? Charlemagne. It was Kublai Khan. Oh my God. Which was the only state Ronald Reagan lost in his 1984 re-election? I want to say it was Michigan. Minnesota. What is the capital of Maryland? Annapolis. Yeah. What animal chirps? A parakeet? Okay. All right, let's go geography. Which of the following is not one of Japan's four main islands? I think it's Kyushu. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. What Italian company made tractors before they made cars? Lamborghini. Easy money. What was the first state to approve anti-bullying laws? Georgia? Hey, I got it. Nice. Good for Georgia. What is a group of jellyfish called? A smack. A smack of jellyfish? I'm going to guess none of these. It was a smack of jellyfish. Which of these communist leaders is not mummified? I don't know. Lenin? Vladimir Lenin? Tito? Tell me, Vladimir Lenin is mummified? Couldn't tell you that I knew that one. Which U.S. state became the first to declare Christmas a legal holiday in 1836? Probably, what, do you think maybe Virginia? No. Okay, we're gonna wait the 3 minutes and do another one. And I have saved all my coins to use lifelines on the last go around. Let's see if we can get a buzzer beater and beat the game on our last try. All right, here we go. Which of these bones does not belong to the human skull? Sternum. That's the chest. What do you call the person who directs the musical performance of an orchestra? Conductor. This is a repeat. We got that. Let's go with science. What planets are between Mars and Uranus, Jupiter and Saturn? Yep. What is the name of Cassandra's band in Wayne's World? It was Crucial Taunt. This is a repeat. I just guessed it the first time and I got it right, so. Which is commonly considered the oldest breed of horse? Arabian. This is a repeat and I got it wrong. Yes, okay, I guessed Shire the first time and it was Arabian. If I have to win just on repeats, I'm fine with that. What is Bart Simpson's weapon of choice? Slingshot. Yup, not a big Simpsons guy, but I do know that. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Which Simpson's last name is also the name of a region in Belgium? Flanders. It has to be Flanders. Just give me the answer. It was Flanders. Should have gone with my gut, but I didn't want to risk it. Sports. What national team does James Rodriguez play for? Just give me the answer. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. I'm assuming he's probably a soccer player, football, if you're not from the States. What do we go with here? History. What is Ivan IV known as? The Terrible. Ivan the Terrible. Which of these nations borders with Denmark to the south? The Netherlands. That was a giant blunder. This goes for everyone out there who is, maybe taking quizzes, tests for fun or for work, school, whatever it may be. Read all the answers in the entire question before you answer. Well, that's going to do it for today. Got pretty far on our last attempt there, but couldn't quite get it done. So you can look forward to round 5. Like I said, I'm playing this till I beat it. As always, I hope you all enjoyed. Please click like, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.